This video is one of those that I don't get to do as often as I want to. Today I'm going to show you my thoughts and the techniques, I guess you can call them, on how I make my floral arrangements. I love using blooms that are already grown in my garden, and today I am gathering a few here. Don't worry, I'll add names here in a minute, but I am trying to get very small amount of blooms. I don't want to end up with having a bunch of leftovers, so I just try to gather a few of them together, and I am definitely keeping them in water. From the time that I cut them to the time that I place them in the container is going to be a while, so I just want to keep them in water, and I am going to try to make things super simple. I want to have my blooms available. I am going to clean them as I go, and some of the things that I am going to be using here, I have everything gathered here. One of the things that I love to do, especially to make these videos, is using this Lazy Susan that I got from TJ Maxx quite a few years ago actually, and this lovely vase I got from Amazon. It's one of those that I just saw on my feed on my Amazon homepage, and I just have to grab it. Good old chicken wire and my pink pruners, and we are good to go. Like I said, I like to keep things as simple as possible. I definitely get to play with the position of the chicken wire. Because of the shape of this container having a very small opening and a big body, I do have to work in pieces. So I am going to start by making sure that my chicken wire is completely secure, and I am going to start with a couple of pieces. I know some of you are going to judge me here because I'm going to be using my pink pruners to cut the chicken wire, but this is how I go sometimes. Like I said, using a few pieces at a time is better than just having to get one huge piece and trying to fit it through the vase. This is going to depend entirely on how your container is shaped. The shape is hard for me sometimes because I have to definitely make sure that the chicken wire is nice and tight. If you think about it, the blooms, the stems are all going to be going through several layers of this chicken wire, and I do want to make sure that they are nice and tight. Play with it. If you have never played with chicken wire before, it's really easy. Just be careful on not cutting yourself, obviously. And we ended up with something like this, something that is definitely nice and layered. Like I said, the stems are going to be going through 3, 4, 5 openings through the chicken wire, and we do want to make sure that it's not wiggling around. We do want to make sure that it's nice and solid. Do not forget to add water at this point. Water is definitely very, very important, especially for keeping your vase as many days indoors as possible. So add water at the very, very beginning before you start placing your stems. I am not going to talk through this whole video. I intended to show you names and talk about each variety of blooms that I have here, but my neighbors were outside at some point and the audio wasn't really worth fighting for. The biggest challenge for me whenever I start something like a floral arrangement is starting with the first placements of the first blooms. And normally I have an idea of what kind of shape I want to use or what I'm being inspired for, and the first few blooms are just kind of hard to go, but once those are placed, it is good to go. So I'm going to leave you with the rest of the video. I am going to add names for most of the blooms that I have here. A lot of these were started from seed. A lot of these are already grown in my garden, and they come back each year. Hopefully you get to enjoy this video. I will see you towards the end. Okay, it is finally finished. It took me a little bit. I had to definitely play with the position of a lot of these stems. I have plenty of layers of chicken wire in that vase, so that made it for very nice tight spaces. I love all the color combination in this, guys. I wasn't sure about those hydrangea, those firelight hydrangea there, because it has a lot of pink, but I think that everything goes really well. And that lantana, oh my gosh, I knew that I could use it. I wasn't sure how well it was going to hold as far as cleaning it up, taking the leaves, but everything looks amazing. This is definitely one that I'm going to take a lot of pictures because, you know, it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And everything works really well, like I said. I definitely have to go back and grab a few more of those dahlias. Gosh, these dahlias are gorgeous. But other than that, I am very happy with how everything came together. Sometimes when I go back and I step back, I see some things that need to be fixed, and that's easy doable. But I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I am really happy that I got to film this despite all the struggles, and I think that this design for floral arrangement came out really well. I am going to place it inside. This is going to be against a wall, and I want to know what you think. Do you like the combination of colors? Do you like the shape that I ended up with? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you the next time.